The National Water and Sewage Authority (NWASA) hereby notifies the public of the enforcement of restrictions on water usage supplied by NWASA effective May 12, 2024 and covering the following activities. 1. Irrigation and watering of gardens, lawns and ground. 2. Washing roadways, pavements, paths, garages, outrooms, or vehicles with the use of hoses. 3. Filling of swimming pools and ponds. And 4. Any other purpose that, in the opinion of the authority, requires the use of a considerable or excessive quantity of water. This decision aligns with the Water Services Regulations SRO 41 of 1993, subsection 9(1), which empowers the authority to issue notices prohibiting either entirely or subject to specified conditions and for such duration as deemed necessary or expedient the use of water supplied by or obtained through the authority's pipelines in the event of water scarcity due to drought or other causes. The public is urged to adhere strictly to these restrictions and to cooperate with NWASA in conserving water during this period.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin Diapers, New Bright Laundry Detergent, Allegra Pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. Okay, yeah boy, we have to say hello and welcome to everyone to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. Folks, we have it all. We're talking about sand, sea, sun, beautiful people. I mean, so many things to talk about, so many positive things that we can talk about. We've got some challenges like every other country would, but of course Grenada remains a safe place for all. Folks, we have a few things to tell you about on the program. Boy, last night, boy, last night, woo. Yeah, boy, I don't know, boy. Last night I had to consult a doctor, boy. You know, I was really not feeling well. I say, well, bad boy doesn't sick, you know what I mean? What's going on with you, Mikey? You know, so I was really, really out of it. And of course, I have to apologize for not being on last night. You know, the doctor says, Mikey, based on your symptoms, you're dehydrated. I'm like, how could I be dehydrated? And a big man don't dehydrate. And I said, shouldn't dehydration be something like, you know, your mouth dry, you feel a little thirsty? Boy, I felt like I was gonna die. You know, and I drink water. But I'll be honest, I have not been drinking as much water or sufficient because the options are limited. And I guess as much this happened to me so that I can share or so that we can raise awareness to the seriousness of the because I mean, all my life, I can't drink tap water. I don't drink tap water. I can't drink tap water. So I rely on not filtered water, spring water, as pure as it could be. Spring water. You understand? All my life, I drink spring water. I say, if you want to kill me, don't hold a gun to my head. Give me water to drink other than spring water. And you know, you could put me 6 feet after that because that's what's going to happen. And But in the last few weeks, I have been drinking water, but not as I've been doing these small bottles. To be honest, I've been doing these little bottles, and I felt like I'm making it. Why go into having got 3 or 4 or 5 of that a day? But it really isn't enough, even if you're drinking, because that's what I could get. I can't get nothing else. Glenelg do there, Montpellier do there with the original sizes. There's another one named Mountain Top. This is probably the best, one of the best waters I've tasted. It's from St. Vincent, but you had to support local. And so the options are limited. And you can't go around drinking soda to quench your thirst. It's not going to happen. You understand? You get like a juke, but they ain't nothing too significant. So I got really sick yesterday. I felt like I was going to pass out. It started with me feeling really nauseous. And then it escalated into cold sweat, like cold sweat. Like I was sweating profusely. I was driving with my AC on full blast, and I was sweating profusely and feeling really, really bad. And I felt like I was going to pass out for the entire day. But, I tried, and the doctor said, well, you're dehydrated, Mikey. And I'm like, no, I can't be dehydrated and feeling like that, So I followed the instructions, and today was another hard day, but I feel much better now. Like I could do the live, feel much better now, but this is a serious issue. This is a serious issue because I'm drinking water, and there are people who probably might not be in a position like I am, who could, pull out a couple bottles and drink. There are some people who have a serious issue with water. You know what I mean? So I feel your pain. I really do feel your pain. So, let's hope our situation will improve. And it's not just a Grenada thing. St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad, we are all going through the same thing. It's a regional thing. I hope I can't go through that for another year. No, sir. It's not going to happen. So, we have to come up with some kind of plan. I ain't doing that twice. Yeah, son. I ain't doing that twice. Good. So, let's talk. Eastern Caribbean Telecommunicating Authority pleased Grenada has passed the Electronic Communications Bill. All right, we'll talk about that. You can expect some consultations on the voter registration process. We're going to talk to you about that as well. Well, the new National Party, NMP, they are to celebrate 40 years in existence as a political organization, and they have got some activities planned in that regard. Today they had a press conference about the event, series of events, might I add. Agricultural officials, they are labeling National Poultry Consultation as a major milestone. You understand? Again, we are making good strides with regards to agriculture. All right. And one male charged for possession of illegal firearm and ammunition. We're going to be talking about that and other things that may pop up on the business. All right. So, folks, got to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors. We've got the Beacon Insurance on board as well. So all our sponsors, we say thank you. We'll take a quick break, coming back in a moment. Don't forget, someone sharing tonight's live will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel. That lucky person might just be you.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Okay, welcome. So here's what. The Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority, ECTEL, they are celebrating the fact that Grenada has passed the Electronic Communications Bill. Now, the bill, a harmonized bit of legislation, it is aimed at promoting a liberalized electronic communications space and a non-discriminatory entry into the sector. Now, on the 25th and 26th of last month, the bill was passed respectively in Grenada's both House of Parliament and the House of Representatives and the Senate. Now, it came ahead of the ECTEL 23rd anniversary. Interesting. ECTEL's Managing Director, David Cox, said with the enactment of the bill in Grenada here, the authority has moved closer to securing the future of the sector for the sub-region. Now, Grenada has joined St. Kitts and Nevis and St. Vincent and the Grenadines with the passing of the Electronic Communications Bill. Cox is hoping the Commonwealth of Dominica and the St. Lucia will follow shortly. I know there were a lot of skepticisms about the bill and what it might and might not do and how it interferes, if it does, with people like myself, content creators and so on. I went through it. I don't anticipate that. Just to say that, when I had to read that a couple nights in a row, a lot of, but I'm not nervous about it, as some people might be, because I don't foresee it infringing on what we do as content creators. All right. So we are moving on. Consultations on the voter registration process. Now, the Parliamentary Elections Office here in Grenada, they are reportedly in the process of procuring a new computerized voter registration system. Now, that's according to a release from the Parliamentary Elections Office. On this score, it's embarking on a series of public consultations on the voter registration process aimed at gathering feedback from citizens and stakeholders to further enhance the registration system. Now, the consultations will help the Elections Office address any concerns and or suggestions. Now, its proposed schedule involves 9 consecutive sessions, and that will begin on the 21st of May. It's going to be the TIC conference room, ground floor, at Kirani James International Athletic Stadium. The consultation the following day will be held at the South St. George Government School, Thursday 23rd May at the Corinth Government School, in St. David on the 28th and 29th May at the St. Andrew Methodist School and the Paraclete Government School. Now, Tuesday 4th June at the St. Patrick Anglican School, at the Hillsborough Government School on Wednesday 5th June, and at the P.T. Motnick Roman Catholic School the following day. The final consultation on the voter registration process will be held at the St. John Anglican School. All right, now the release from the Parliamentary Elections Office says that all consultations will commence at 6 p.m. except for PT Martinique, which will be held at 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Now, if I may say, these are very important consultations to attend. Okay? So do not go and miss out on understanding about this whole thing. And then when it takes effect, you are left not knowing. You know what I mean? So, people, I'm here saying that you should. In fact, tonight is not the only night I'm going to stick it at you. You understand? Attend the consultations. In fact, I'll check the office, if they need this to be live streamed to persons, or if they expect, consultation means that there's an exchange of communication. So probably you need to go into the communities, go into the venues and be part of this. I'll post this on my page and I'll talk about it as often as possible so you don't forget. The new National Party has kicked off a long list of activities to commemorate its 40th year of existence as a party this year. You understand? A youth panel discussion, elderly bus ride, a massive bingo, they say, and a back-to-school drive are among activities to be staged by the political party. All right, this morning the party held a press conference at its headquarters to kind of like highlight some of those activities. They say there is going to be, I think, what's the date again? The 7th of December or the 3rd? The 7th of December? Forget. Well, anyway, I'll tell you more. It's going to be called NNP Day. New National Party Day. You understand? So ting. Boy, I didn't get time to cut the clip for you, but I had to cut off this clip. The former Prime Minister had to say, there's something that's going to break the internet either today or tomorrow. A comment that the former Prime Minister made, Dr. Mitchell, about the corn-flying fish. John! You got it. Listen, boy, that one light up the room. It's like corn-flying fish. Did you all see that press conference? If you haven't, you have to go back and watch the press conference. Don't make joke. You have to go back and watch the press conference. Okay? So yeah, they had discussions on what the celebrations will look like. Okay, so we're moving on. The National Poultry Consultation was held today, aimed at paving the way for the completion of the final draft of the 2023 National Poultry Policy, spearheaded by the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources, in collaboration with the Grenada Association of Poultry Producers. Today's exercise follows a series of parish consultations that were held throughout the Tri-Island state. Agricultural officials, they are labeling today's National Poultry Consultation as a major milestone in advancing Grenada's food security drive. Now, increasing market potential by boosting local production and maximizing on the health benefits of the local industry, thereby increasing revenue earnings for poultry farmers, are among driving factors influencing the national poultry policy. Now, the national draft policy is expected within the next 3 months. So, we will continue to follow that for you. Of course, we being committed to agriculture in 2024, we will continue to tell you more about this. So, we have a correspondence that comes from the Royal Grenada Police Force. Now, Kyle Ogilvie is a 23-year-old painter who resides at Syracuse in St. David. Kyle was charged by police with the offenses of possession of firearm and possession of ammunition. These charges were brought against Mr. Ogilvie after one Beretta pistol along with 3 rounds of ammunition were found by police during an operations at Corinth in St. David on Wednesday, 15 May 2023. That was yesterday. Mr. Ogilvy was brought to the St. David Magistrates Court today, Thursday, 16th May 2024, where he was remanded. What? Them judge him playing that way? Remanded to His Majesty's prisons. He is scheduled to return to that court on Thursday, 23rd May. Oh, that's a long time on remand by 2024. Persons are reminded that firearm amnesty order took effect on the 1st of May and ends on July 31st. During the period, persons who are in possession of any illegal firearm and or ammunition can turn it in at the most convenient police station or at the office of the Royal Grenada Police Force headquarters without fear of prosecution or being asked any questions. Alternatively, if you know of somebody who has in their possession any illegal firearm or firearms and or ammunition, please encourage them to have it turned in an effort to decrease firearm-related incidents. In the absence of obeying or complying with the gun amnesty, if you are caught with an illegal firearm, the entire book will be thrown at you. In other words, as I've seen in the past few days, once you are caught with an illegal firearm, then you are made to feel the full brunt of the law. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what would it be for you? You can either bring it in, hand it over to the police, and then they say, okay, thank you very much. You go your separate ways. No questions asked. Or you run the risk, as in we have seen in the past 2 or 3 days, when persons are caught with illegal firearm, you go directly to jail. You are remanded to His Majesty's prison under full prison conditions. And in some cases, we see this been for a long time. And that's even before you are sentenced. That's even before you are sentenced. So, if you ask me, I think it's best to err on the side of caution. People are bringing in their guns, you bring in yours, and let's return Grenada to the state of tranquility that we have known it to be. We've had a lot of gun violence in the past year. It affects everyone. Remember that when our tourist product is affected, or GDP gets affected, we in turn, our lives get harder. It gets harder. So everyone is affected. So why are we fighting? Give a man a punch. Let a man punch you back. But the use of guns leads to either one person going to jail and the other to the grave. So which would it be for you? And we have told you that based on historical data, many a times, the people who die from altercations of these offensive weapons are the owners. All right? I mean, we've had some drive-bys kind of like, but many a times, the persons who die from these dangerous weapons are the owners. So why are you carrying your death weapon, if you want to say it like that? It makes no sense. Let's return to peace and tranquility. It's very possible. It's very possible. Parents, talk to your children. Talk to your children about tolerance. Instill in them values that will be hard to deviate from. I'm not saying impossible, but make it hard. Connect with your children. Teachers, connect with your students. Mothers, fathers, connect with your children. Brothers, connect with your sisters. Sisters, connect with your brothers. Let them feel like they've got you. Be their source of inspiration. Be their source of strength. Be their support system. Let them know that they can come to you in times of difficulties, in times of frustration. And society, please also understand young people. Do not create a we versus them scenario, because a lot of what they do will be defending themselves against a perception that we as adults create. And we have a lot of that happening. The most loyal people you will find are gang members, quote unquote. Loyal to each other. Because they feel like it's we against you. It's we against them. Who create that? They don't create that. We create that. We separate ourselves. We put ourselves we on a pedestal. We put ourselves like we are here and the people are down there in low-income communities. And so they defend themselves against us, against the authorities, because we create that separation. We label these people. So when they see us in their communities, they get defensive. When we attempt to have conversations, they get defensive because they feel attacked. They feel like you're there to attack them. We create that. We have. Stop using young people as talking points. Leaders, church leaders, everybody stop using young people as talking points. Everything that young people this and young people like, y'all wasn't young too. Today I found myself pelting mango in somebody's land. I know in last I do that, but it reminds me, but hey, that's crime we put on. You understand? Then people might have ideas of collecting a mango to sell. But when we were small, we raiding them people mango. We raiding them people. So we have done it just the same. We have done it. We go in them people land and root up the pineapple. Then it was pineapple because that was what's prevalent. Today it might be a bottle of Hennessy. You understand? It's the same action. Just different products. So what the hell you keep labeling young people this, young people that, young people this, young people that, young people, every freaking thing is a talking point about young people. What do you expect? We show them that we expect nothing more from them, nothing better from them, and you don't expect them to defend that, or you don't expect them to conform to that. Well, you don't expect nothing better from me, so let me just conform. As a bandit, okay. You come and trouble with me, I bust your head. But if you show me that you expect more from me, I will try to live up to that standard. You ever see like a drunk man? Drunk. He's being drunk when nobody sees him. He's being his drunk self. But as soon as he sees somebody who expects better of him, he tries to stabilize. He tries to talk proper, stand up properly, because you expect better of him. When he thinks nobody is looking, he can be his drunk self. But when he knows that somebody who expects more of him is looking at him, he tries. At least he tries. So my plea to you is don't use young people as your talking point, because you're not helping the situation. I've had experiences with gangs, and when they take off all the violence, quote unquote, as reactions, because that's what I see a lot of it as, reactions. You see men who are just being loyal to another friend. If you hit my friend, well, you hit me too. That's not totally a bad quality. We just have to rechannel that loyalty. You understand what I'm saying? Because we all have a job to do. It takes a community to raise a child. Yeah? When you see what gang is all about, you'll be shocked. These guys are so respectable. They're calling you Miss and Mister when you approach them. Yeah? But like all of us, when they feel like their territory is threatened by those who oppose them, they turn to the only thing that they know: violence. Yeah? So we have a part to play in what we see happening out there. Try to separate yourself because you know you can go do it. So because you're not going to do something, you feel it gives you the right to label and to create that separation between you and them. You might beat your wife, they might fight with a friend. What's the difference? What's the difference? You do it in the dark, they do it in the light. You're not better than them. You're not. You understand? The church has failed it's to take its rightful position in society because it wants to be politically correct. The biggest political organization that you would find is, I'm sorry to say, some of these churches. They're more political than NMP and NDC. You understand? Because with NDC and NMP, what you see is what you get. With some of these churches and some of these church leaders, they're hiding behind Jesus Christ. They're hiding behind God. They're hiding behind Bible. You understand? And so that is what has created a lot of the problems that we experience. The church allows certain things to fester, to take root in our society, because they don't want to have nothing to do with, they don't want to get their hands dirty. What the hell is your position anyway? To preach to the choir? So some of you, they don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to challenge certain status quo because that's where the funds are coming from, or that's where their friends are. They don't want to upset, and they have taken a step back from regulating society as it's meant to. They have gotten more religious than they needed to be. It's now again we versus them. They're so high and mighty. They are holier than thou. So they are not doing the work. Again, they have created that we against them. I am holier than thou, so I am here, high and mighty in the church, and you are not, so you're not worthy of my attention. The result of that? All hell break loose. All hell break loose. Nobody pointing fingers at the church. They're pointing fingers at the people who, the young people again, talking points. So it's very easy to jump on a pulpit on Sunday and say, the young people of today are not like before. The young people are this, and the young people are that, and the young people are this, and the young people are that. Well, the last time I checked, you are our parents. The last time I checked, you were the ones who were supposed to guide us into becoming proper citizens, role models. You are the ones who are supposed to teach us how to be a man and how to be a woman. We can't learn it on our own. And if you left us to do it on our own, well, this is what we know. This is what we believe is required to be a man or to be a woman. For the men, to defend our territory. For the women, to be submissive to a man, to take anything that they get. Because you have neglected to do your job. So we are left to our own devices. And this is what you get. So now we give you ammunition to go up on the pulpit every Sunday and lambaste the young people. Young people this, young people that, young people this, young people that. Well, we are a product. We are products. Young people are products of their environment, products of their upbringing. Whether it's nature versus nurture, and nurture versus nature, same difference. They are a product of an upbringing or a product of the environment. How we reach here? Yeah, that's like something don't take me sometimes. Anyway, let me talk. Let me that talk. But I felt like I needed to say this. It wasn't planned, but sometimes when you think. Anyway, folks, I see that we have we are kind of like running really close to time. Let me drink some water on the business. Let me take a 5 minutes on the business and then come back. And when we come back, we will have I just seen some of the comments, all little easy too, So I will come back, and when I come back, I will. Oh, Joseph, you don't water since Saturday? Yeah, no. Call now, what's now? Call and see what come, yeah. Anyway, I'll share the live. I'll come back. I'm coming back. We have national report. We also have the weather, and weather. I need to drink some water. I feel like the thing taking me again. We'll be back.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
is the GIS Evening Report for Thursday, May 16th, 2024. I am Rakisha St. Louis. In the headlines, local investment migration officials anticipate tremendous benefits from upcoming Caribbean Investment Summit. And Grenada Cooperative Bank commits to support micro, small and medium enterprises. We'll have details to these stories and more when we return.
Those who would be visiting Grenada for the first time to truly appreciate that it's a part of paradise. And if they're in the investment migration business, for them to appreciate their role in helping to let the world know that this part of paradise exists. We want it sustained. We want it to be around for generations to come.
Grenada has done an exceptional job in the regulation of its own program, as the Prime Minister and Brendan touched on. I think nobody should ever complain that we're doing our job well, and I think the due diligence that is done in Grenada is done exceptionally well.
Intention is largely, yes, to showcase the Caribbean programs, and on the 25th it is our intention to have 3 different options for entertainment. One, of course, being a tour of the various developments.
Rebranding year, it's a 10-year anniversary, so we're going to make it count. It's going to be riveting, and I think all of us here are going to be happy to welcome our stakeholders, welcome our agents, welcome our citizens to Grenada. So I would say you're in for a treat.
Grenada has an excellent product, and at this point in time, I just want to welcome home all the investors, all the onlookers, all the marketing agents to CIS 2024 in May.
Welcome back. Investment enthusiasts say Grenada is poised to offer tremendous advantages to investors at the 2024 Caribbean Investment Summit from May 22nd to 25th. The first conference since the COVID-19 pandemic will be held in Grenada and will attract Caribbean leaders, CIU heads, global investors, real estate developers, international marketing agents, legal and financial service providers to assess and address the challenges and advancements of the Caribbean citizenship by investment community. The summit will be held under the theme Resilience, Strengthening and Adaptability and Sustainability of Caribbean Investment Migration in the Face of Global Changes and Increasing Scrutiny from the EU, UK and the US. Prime Minister and Minister responsible for investment migration, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, is optimistic that the summit will empower delegates with the knowledge and connections needed to market the Caribbean investment programs to promote sustainability.
A conversation about how we continue to make sure that the programs are more sustainable, how we continue to make the programs attractive, not just to those who are involved in the investment migration business, but those who may misunderstand the program and who are ignorant about it, to make sure that they understand that the reason we hold things like a summit is because we are open and transparent, and we are happy to have scrutiny so that we can leave our detractors or those who, as I said, may misunderstand the programs, the intent of the programs, how the funds have been used to help develop and make the country more resilient, so that they have a better appreciation of that and they can go back to their own countries, whether it's Europe, whether it's North America, whether it's the UK, to basically be able to say, listen, we've come to Grenada, we've looked at the program, we've met with persons in the industry, and we're satisfied that that's an industry that is good, that is wholesome, that actually allows for a number of advantages, not just for Grenada, but for the investors and those persons who are looking for a second or third option, so that coming out of this, there's greater transparency, more confidence in the industry, and to leave people better educated.
CEO of Grenada's Investment Migration Agency, Thomas Anthony, says the various investment programs within the Caribbean will be showcased during the summit. As host country, Grenada's product will be in the spotlight.
On the 25th, it is our intention to have 3 different options for entertainment. One, of course, being a tour of the various developments, so that agents and those who are interested can get a first-hand view of the programs that have been funded, that are being funded under the program, so they can look, touch, feel. As I interact with international agents, it became clear that 95% of them have no idea about these islands. They've never been to these islands, but yet they are representing us in these corners of the world. And so, again, it's an opportunity for them to come to Grenada, to experience the island, to experience the developments under the program. And I think it makes them better advocates for the program.
Local agent for Global Services Inc., Afi Ventor De Vega, and Executive Diplomatic Banking Representative Brendan McGilvery are excited about the prospects of the 4-day summit. They encourage support and participation.
The summit is not just for the agents to come and see. I think the summit is also for the wider diaspora to come to Grenada. It's an opportunity to come home. And I think 2024, CIS 2024, is the best time to host in Grenada. It's a rebranding year. It's a 10-year anniversary. So we're going to make it count. It's going to be riveting. And I think all of us here are going to be happy to welcome our stakeholders, welcome our agents, welcome our citizens to Grenada. So I would say you're in for a treat. Anyone who is thinking of it, think no more. Book your flights, register, come back home.
I think that nothing happens before its time. I think that Grenada, over the years, would have redefined and developed a tremendous product. And CIS 2024 is uniquely poised. We are uniquely poised to offer a lot of advantages to our investors. Grenada has an excellent product. And at this point in time, I just want to welcome home all the investors, all the onlookers, all the marketing agents to CIS 2024 in May.
The Ministry of Infrastructure is presently working on changes to improve the production of cold mix at its two locations, the old airstrip at Pearls and Bouchejoux in St. George. The changes will see improved infrastructure and a reduction in the importation of the 45-gallon drums of bitumen for the production of the cold mix used for road maintenance. Chief Technical Officer in the Ministry of Infrastructure, Kevin Blash, says the decision was taken as a means of aiding to alleviate the traditional process that creates some challenges for the workers, especially when it rains. He says over the years, the workers had to heat the drums of bitumen over a fire pit before use, which is not only challenging, but somewhat dangerous.
At both locations, we mix coal mix in-house. Previously, we used to bring in smaller 45-gallon drums of bitumen, but we saw it necessary to start bringing in the larger 20-ton, 20-foot containers of bitumen in order to be more efficient in our operations. We also have other plans in place to ramp up our production of and our quality of paving and so on in the coming months as well.
The construction of the tank stands, Blash says, will allow for proper storage of the bitumen and an easier retrieval for the mixing of the cold mix.
The construction ongoing on the site is for the construction of a tank stand that would support the large bitumen containers that we would be bringing in. This would allow us to store the two main types of bitumen that we use to produce coal mix and to do paving on the road as well. And it would also give us the opportunity to heat up these tanks in a more environmentally friendly manner, as opposed to the current practices that we use.
Once the project is completed, it will mean an increase in productivity.
Currently, we mix our coal mix outside using our coarse finer aggregate and bitumen. What ends up happening is that on rainy days you are unable to make any coal mix, and as a result you have a lot of downtime with equipment, personnel and so on. So to eliminate some of that wastage, we saw it necessary to make various investments in more advanced or more modern pieces of infrastructure
This is the GIS Evening Report. More news after the break.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showdown of athleticism and adrenaline. The Whitsuntide Games are back, and they're bigger and better than ever before. Join us on Saturday, May 18th at the electrifying Kirani James Athletic Stadium. The action kicks off bright and early with the morning session starting at 9 a.m. sharp. Watch the best local and regional athletes go head-to-head in a battle for glory and supremacy. But wait, the excitement doesn't stop there. As the sun sets, the evening session ignites at 4 p.m. promising even more heart-pounding action and jaw-dropping performances. Secure your spot now. Finish line A, lower and upper, $30. Finish line B, lower and upper, $25. General admission, main stand, $20. Get them now at gotofed.com. Mark your calendars and be there to cheer on your favorites as they strive for victory at the Whitsuntide Games 2024.
Welcome back. The Grenada Cooperative Bank has established a unit that will provide support to micro, small, and medium enterprises in Grenada. The MSME unit was officially launched at the Spice Island Beach Resort on Wednesday. Through the unit, a suite of essential services tailored to meet the needs of the MSMEs will be offered, including accounting and finance, legal and technical services, and website and business development. This forms part of the bank's commitment to foster entrepreneurship growth and development. The bank's managing director, Laurie Lawrence, said that MSMEs lack support in a number of areas, and the bank has taken steps to provide empowerment, resources, and expertise needed to thrive in the business landscape.
We continue to be of the view that most large institutions, organizations have a proper structure in place. But with small businesses, MSMEs as we categorize them, they lack the support. What they do have is a lot of ingenuity. You have business owners, the small business person who has the idea, who can operationalize the idea, but what they lack is the sort of HR support. They lack the technical support, the accounting support, which is necessary for them to do banking or for them to qualify for loans, for financing. So what the MSME unit will do is to offer support to the small businesses, the MSME units.
Lawrence said the requirements are unique to each business.
It will vary based on the purpose, based on how long the MSME has been in business, has been in operation. So for example, you would see a business startup would have a different requirement to an existing MSME or small business enterprise who already has a track record. So necessarily it would be to contact the MSME unit through the various officers so that the requirements that the particular applicant will have to fulfill will be communicated.
Robert Bristol, Managing Director of Bristol's Pest, is happy that micro, small, and medium enterprises are getting opportunities to develop.
Programs like this through Coop Bank actually is an inspiration of hope for a lot of small business owners like myself, where financing has always been the conversation among small business owners for so much years, or the lack of financing thereof. So hopefully this types of initiatives could help to fill a gap that has help encourage small business owners to invest and to want to grow their businesses. So for me, I'm looking forward for extensive growth through all the rest of the year, through being able to access money. As we know, without money you can't do anything. Obviously, through the other part of the program with the support, the financial support, the legal support, I think that these types of programs is what helps shapes proper business practices.
Finally, organizers of the Grenada Invitational is moving full speed ahead to host one of the most anticipated world-class sporting event on June 6th. The 4th Grenada Invitational was launched at the Radisson Hotel on Thursday in the presence of the Minister with Responsibility for Sports, Honorable Jonathan Lacrette, sponsors and prospective sponsors. Grenada Invitational Chairman Dexter Mitchell said after the cancellation of the Games in 2020 due to the pandemic, this is a huge comeback for the event. He said Grenadians should go all out to support local world-class athletes as they prepare for Paris 2024 and the other international athletes that will be featured at this year's meet.
There are a lot of meets taking place around the world. All those meets are sanctioned by World Athletics. There are going to be midweek meets moving forward. There are just only so much meets that can take place on weekends. So when we applied for our date, we were asked if we can do a midweek meet. If you are having your local stars at home, there is no reason why your stadium should not be filled, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, whatever. So we accepted the challenge. So it's not a holiday. The next day is not a holiday. It's just that we have been asked to host a midweek meet because of the schedule as put out by World Athletics.
He made a clarion call for the support of local athletes as the Invitational will serve as a boost for them to go on to the Olympics and other international games.
I want to make this plea to all of us and to the people looking on live and so on. Let us not just wait until they get to the finals of the Olympics to cheer and to be fervent about our support for them. It starts now, and that is why the Grenada Invitational is important to them, to be able to come home in front of the home crowd, to be cheered on, to be urged on, because whatever they hear on Thursday the 6th of June, they will be hearing that in Paris. That is what will stay with them when they are competing in Paris. The energy that we use for certain things on social media, let us save some of that energy to support our local stars, to congratulate them, send them the love, cheer them on. That is very, very important to them. I mean, imagine this weekend, for example. So presently, Anderson is in Portugal. He's in a mini camp. His next meet is on the 28th of May. He's in Portugal. He needs to know that we are supporting him. Kirani is in LA. He's competing on Saturday. And Lyndon is in Austria. He's doing his first meet on Saturday and Sunday. So whatever we can say, however we can echo our sentiments of encouragement, we should do it using the social media platforms. And definitely on Thursday, the 6th of June, we should come out in our numbers to support them.
Coordinator of Sports Curlon Peters, who is also one of the directors of the event, says he's excited to showcase the best of Grenada in track and field. He boasts of the country's ranking in hosting regional and international games like these.
We must give the hands up to and cheers up to our officials. You have seen them in other meets. We have wonderful officials in Grenada. I've been through all the training, all the meets, and make sure our games in Grenada always at the top level. From Winnon Islands games to all the football, you know, I travel from all over in some of the games, and we always perform well. People love our country, you know, and I'm excited this one also because I know when you're on ESPN or Max, we view in over 98 million households. We cannot pay for that. You know, we definitely can't pay for that. For the whole year of the Grenada Invitation after our travel, people always talk about it. I always send them to that site. Go see us at that site. We are looking forward to the 6th of June, Thursday 6th of June at the Grenada James National Stadium. We don't only want to showcase our Olympians, although they will be the main one we want to showcase our local talent. So we will start 4:30 with all our champions from under 13 male and female 100 meters to under 20 male and female 100 meters. So we have 400 meters. We have the triple jump to showcase our character gold medalists in the triple jump. We also have some replay races that needed to be seen. So we have the 400 meters and some of the 4x4 open male and female. So we'll start 4:30 with 13 events, including field events for athletes or from our schools and clubs. They are selected by the ranking or the performance for the year in all the meets that have been held.
Minister for Youth and Sports, who also spoke on behalf of Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell and the Minister for Tourism Senator, the Honorable Adrian Thomas, said government as a stakeholder and strategic partner is proud to be on board supporting the Grenada Invitational.
As we continue to build out our strategy for the development of our youth, as well as for the development of sports in Grenada across all disciplines. We continue to invest in the upgrading of our national facilities, as well as providing the kind of sports tourism environment as well as general tourism environment as it relates to stay over visitors, coming to shores following these sporting events. Because believe me, I'm sure that with the respective teams, a lot of people are going to be coming in with their teams, and they're going to be definitely staying at our hotels and our guest houses, etc. So from a sports tourism perspective, and also from a general tourism perspective, we want to ensure that meets like these come to our shores as often as possible, as long as we have the capacity to host them. And we are extremely proud also that our Olympians are going to be back home performing just before they take up their stint at the Olympics this year. And we want to welcome them with open arms, and as Mr. Peters said, as well as others, encourage them that what they're going to hear on the 6th of June is a precursor to what they're going to feel during the Olympic Games.
Tickets for the Grenada 4th edition of the Grenada Invitational are on sale at popular ticket outlets and online at gotofet.com. That story just ended the GIS Evening Report for today. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.
Okay, Rikisha and the rest of the GIS news team, we're heading over now to the weather, and of course we're getting that from the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with few brief showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Heading over to Friday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, slightly hazy and breezy, with the isolated showers becoming generally fair during the afternoon. Max temperature 31.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 26.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Now seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And that, my friends, is your weather report. And of course we are hoping that you'll enjoy the weather. It's getting a little cooler. We got some rain today, just a little bit, and we got some yesterday, just a little bit. If we can consistently get just a little bit, we might be in a better position. All right, so let's keep praying. All right, folks, that's as far as I can go. We want to say hello to the folks out there on YouTube. Big up to the YouTube viewers. Likewise, those of you on Facebook, we're saying hello to you. So those of you who are always on YouTube, and those of you who might be passing through, hello to you. We've got Jennifer, we've got Catherine, we've got Suzanne, we've got Raul, Laverne, Celine, my mom, Keith, and all the others. Hello to you. God bless you and your family. Jennifer, how are you doing today? As well, Facebook, Java and the Sharing Committee, hello to you. Kirin and Dion, Carlisle, Hazel and Hazelland, Bernadette, Adonna, Diana. Hi, Adonna. I think I saw you yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? Listen, time flying. I don't know. Was it yesterday? Yeah, blessings to you. Monet. Or maybe the day before. Oh, yesterday or the day before? Listen. Anyway, Monet. Joseph, you get water? Irma. Yvonne. Oh, Bermuda again, some water? That's good. All right. So that's good. That's good. Again, some water. All right. So take care, guys. Take care. May God bless you and the family. Don't forget to share the program. All right. Take care. Hoping to see you guys tomorrow. God's willing, same time, same place. All the best. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No!